Okay, so let's start off with a core warm up, and I'll warm up the whole body, nice and easy, and then we'll go through each section of the body step by step. Each one will get progressively harder, and it'll probably take about 35 to 40 minutes to finish the whole thing. Alright, let's go. The first one, I call these safety crunches. What you're going to do, take a position on the floor, put your hands underneath the arch of your back and then flatten it so you're not able to do that. So the hands won't be able to fit under that natural arch of the back. Make sure that core is engaged and pushing that flat. Then all you're going to do, hands here, and you're going to crunch literally 2 to 3 inches, like that. Let's go 50 times. When I get going, what I like to do is sort of dig my fingers into my core here. Now I know I'm only going that 2 to 3 inches and feel my core activating. Dig my fingers in there. That's great. To make this even safer, pick a point on the ceiling and keep your eyes fixed on that point. It stops you crunching your neck. Lost count there, but I'm going to go till I feel moderate pain. Feel that core waking up. Okay, great. Just lie for a second, let your core relax. Engage it in the same way. So force that back down to the floor. Flatten it. Feel that core engage, but this time you're going to tap alternate heels. So you're going to go right foot, move that heel closer to you so you know you can reach it. Left foot, 50 times, let's go. Always keeping that core engaged. Okay, good. Relax. Feel that core just relax a little bit now. Okay, engage. Back up. You're going to go back to the initial one again, safety crunches. So here, small distance, 50 again. Such a little movement, it really does hit that core. That's about 50. Lie, relax. And then we're going to do the heel taps again. Nice and easy. Engage that core. Here we go. What you're going to do now, roll over onto the stomach. Let's go to trunk curl. You're going to lie down to the floor like this. Put your hands on the small of the back here. Then you're just going to lift your legs and your feet, your legs and your head off the floor simultaneously. Like that. So my feet, you can't really see it on the camera there, but my feet are coming up off the floor as much as my thighs possible, and then my chest as well, then relax. you're going to do 10 of these. And relax. 2 sets of these, 2 sets of 10. Onto the front again. Okay. So that's the core. Lower back's thoroughly warmed up, especially that core one there. That was quite testing, I felt. That lower back there, just a light bit of work there, that curl. Now you're going to move on to the back again, and this is waking up those muscles that support the lower back, the glutes. You're going to keep your feet planted firmly into the floor, engage your glutes to come into a bridge. In this position, put your hands on your stomach, and you're going to kick alternate legs out like this. 1, 2, all the way to 10. Keeping that core engaged and that back side engaged. That was about 10. You're going to draw your knees to your chest like this and just hold it for about 20 seconds. Relax, completely exhale if you can. And then breathe naturally. Drawing those knees in, you should feel that lower back opening up. I like to get the balance between strength, flexibility and explosive work just right, so you'll see that as we go through this workout. So now you're going to engage the glutes again, come up, back up into that bridge with the upper back planted, anchored firmly on the floor. You're going to do 10 kicks again. Good. Okay, stay in this position now. Make sure I've got enough room. Okay, that's fine. You're going to put your arms out, not completely out straight, but more of an angle like this. Okay, place them down on the floor. Then you let the legs rock from side to side. Let them flop to the floor. 1, and then bring them back to centre. 2. Oh, that's lovely. Got some nice clicks there. Should get some movement in the lower back, in the lumbar vertebrae. Just some of those discs realign. Draw those knees in again. 20 seconds. Try and relax. Okay, good. Now you're going to take your left leg, put it up in the air and rest the left ankle on your right knee. Okay? So I'm just looking at the camera here, you can actually see the shape quite nicely I've created there. Now what you're going to do, with the left hand that's on the side of the raised leg, left leg is up here, take the left hand and put it through that hole. Take hold of your hamstring here, or if you're flexible enough because you're familiar with the exercise, take hold of your shin there. With the other hand, go round the outside, past the sole of the shoe, and reach that hand, the other hand. Okay, so watch that again. Left leg up here, left hand through the hole, take hold of the shin or hamstring, other hand around the outside, take hold of that same hand, and then you're going to, using your hands, you're going to draw that leg in. Make sure you use your arms here, you don't use any leg strength, you're pulling in with your arms. And what you should feel is that hamstring and glute stretching on that left leg, the one that's on top. Hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds. Now when you come out of this, it's very important that you don't push the leg off the top. All you need to do, just watch me now, is just let go. Let everything flop down. And what I do is actually use my hand to push that leg off the top. There's no stress there and no risk of pulling that hamstring. And the same thing on the other side. So leg up, over like that. Okay, now you're going to take right hand through the hole, take hold of the shin or the hamstring, other hand, left hand around the outside, and then you're going to draw that leg in. We need to make sure that we're thoroughly warmed up because some of our movements are going to be more explosive moving forward. We want to make sure that these hamstrings are warmed up and well stretched. I know this is a static stretch, but it's somewhat dynamic in the sense that you are controlling it here. Those arms, and then let go. Push up. Good. Okay, now we're going to try a complex core exercise here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands and just put them underneath the bottom of the glutes there. There's a bit of an anchor point. You don't need to lift it, I'm just making sure they're in the right place. Push them back, and now you're going to make the same action you did before, flattening down that core to the floor or your mat. You're going to put your legs up. Now watch the breathing pattern here, it's very important. On the way down here, you're going to breathe in. Now watch this action now. Flattening the core to the floor, I'm going to push my legs out, exhaling, and then lifting. Nice and slow. And breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. 2 more. Doing 5 of these. This should be quite challenging. Breathe in. My legs don't touch the floor on the way out, but they do go to full extension. Watch.
Hop inside my heart-shaped box, baby, while you waiting. My chariot awaits, come and board my spaceship, so I can take you away to the planet taken. There's no mistaking, this what you facing.
Let's do side to sides again. So 1, same as you did before. Ten of these. I'm trying to be as thorough as possible, leaving no stone unturned. Okay, let's do another set of 5. Legs up. Breathe in. Exhale all the way to the top. Breathe in. Flatten down that back using that core, and then exhale. Inhale. Great exercise that, because it's exercising core control, where your legs are doing a different movement. A challenging movement is against the grain. Your core has to really control it there. Make sure when you're doing it, you do really keep that back flat. It can be a little test on your lower back if you don't engage that core properly. Okay, so moving on. I'll just turn you up a little bit. So we'll start off with some arm swings initially. So you're going to start with your hands like that. You're going to swing them out, bring them back, cross them right over left, swing them out again, bring them back, cross them left over right. And you're going to do that at a moderate pace, paying attention not to fling your arms back too hard. You don't want to pull those pec muscles, that chest. So just nice and gentle. Swing the arms a few times. I usually aim for around 20. Waking up that chest. Okay, now watch this one. I'm just going to take myself for 1 second. Going up a little bit now. This movement here, you start with your hands, your forearms together like this. So I know I'm talking to you there, so I don't want to block myself off. But basically, if I just explain it step by step, you're going to bring your arms up like that, and then bring your elbows, then forearms together. Watch, elbows, forearms. Okay, see that? And what you're going to do is you're going to open the arms up. So I'll show you that next step. Open them up, keeping those elbows at a right angle to the floor. Okay, and then at this point, you're going to push your arms back so you feel those back muscles engage. Okay, you feel those engage. Then in this position, you're going to push your arms up to about there, keeping that back engaged, and you're going to reverse the movement. Watch, down, back to the start. You're going to do, I'll take it easy on you because this is more challenging than you think. I'm going to give you 8 of those. Okay, so let's go. I've already done 1. So engage, up, 2. When you go to the back, when you go back like this, don't take those engaged back muscles, don't let them turn off as you make that rise up there. Okay. Really good for waking up those back muscles, especially those rhomboids in the middle of the back. Okay, good. Just shake those shoulders out. You're going to swing those arms again. So we've got a back movement, we've got back engagement there. And then we're going to complement that chest with a bit of a flex across it here. Swing your arms as many times as you feel comfortable. Just going to wake up that chest because we will be doing some press ups in a little while. That'll do. Okay, do another set of prayers. 8. So elbows then forearms together. great exercise there for opening up that shoulder area there as well, stretching that chest and waking up that back. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the resistance band. So I did say yesterday, if you could get hold of one of these, that's great. If not, you can use a rope or something similar. I know a rope doesn't stretch, but you can get the same sort of engagement and recruitment of muscles, should I say. So take your resistance band, you're going to hold it up like this. I'm going to go quite far out to the side, that further out the easier it is. Okay, I'm just taking it nice and easy. I'm going to pull the band open and towards my chest. Shake that out. Can really feel that back working now. No pull-ups or anything like that, but that back is still working. Alright, really good upper body work here. Another set of 8 out in front. That's good. Okay, let's go to the floor. Let's start working in some of those press ups. So I'll just adjust the camera again. Okay, so press up, classic exercise. We're going to do 4 sets of 10, so this will be quite challenging. But we'll complement it with some stretches in between, okay? So classic press up, going forward like this. Try and keep that body level. Okay, don't let your backside dip, that's the worst position you can be in. If you're unsure, if anything, keep that backside up, okay? Best thing to do is try and keep yourself level. And do a set of 10 press ups now, let's go.
The rhythm of your heartbeat. The rhythm of your heartbeat.
Always drop the knees down first to protect that lower back. And for this break in between our press ups, we're going to go into what's called child's pose. So get yourself onto the knees there, drop the back side down to your heels. Then you're going to put your back of your hands on the floor like that. Just drop your head down to the floor. Let your shoulders melt over your knees and just relax for about 20 seconds. Breathe. Okay, we're going to do another set of 10 press ups. Remember, you can do them on your knees if you're returning from injury or you're not quite strong enough yet to do a proper press up. You can do a press up on your knees like this. I'm going to stick with the normal ones. It's up to you. Okay, so like this. Engage and go. Okay, so now we're going to let those hips drop down to the floor this time, so you remain in a press up position, knees on the floor, and the hips drop like that, and just let those abs stretch. Some people think this is a back stretch, this is an ab stretch. So here, look forwards, push your hands into the floor, gently stretching out those abs. Be careful not to overextend, because you will put a lot of pressure on those discs in the lumbar vertebrae, down near the backside, down near the glutes. You don't want to be crushing those in that position. Just let it hang nice and loose, nice and gentle. Lovely. We're going to go back like this. Keep your hands on the floor. And now you can stretch out the lower back in this position. Head down. Give yourself about 5 to 10 seconds.
The rhythm of your heart.
Okay, we're gonna go back to 10 press ups. Okay, now we're going to go to child's pose again. Like I showed you before, knees on the floor, backside down to the heels, arms this way around, back of the hand on the floor by the side of the body, and then head down to the floor 20 seconds, let the shoulders melt over the knees. Okay, good. One more set of 10, let's go. Very good. Let's go to that hip drop again. Stretch those abs. Take your time. And then return. Go to the back. Arms out in front. Stretch out that lower back. Good. Okay, let me stand you up. I've got my medicine ball here. Toes pointing slightly out. I'm going to drop down essentially between my knees and make sure the knees don't collapse in. Push them out and they track the same way as the toes are pointing slightly out, okay? So goblet squat, so here, down, and then up.
I blanked my face and got myself a gun. Each day that I survive, I live to fight another one.
And then rest. Shake out those legs. There's nothing in between these, but there's no rush to complete them. When you're doing these, drop down nice and low. Remember, this is to help us return to sport. We want to make sure that all those muscle fibers are still awake. At the moment we're doing lots of sitting, lots of walking around, we're not playing ball. So when you do exercises like this, it's more important to be more comprehensive with regards to range of movement. Be a little bit deeper with your squat. You're only using body weight, you're only using light weights, okay? So drop down real low and wake up those muscle fibers, because if they're not being used, you end up in a position when you're playing in the coming months and you push off, you're more likely to pull those muscles that aren't conditioned, that aren't awake, okay? So, same thing, weight here, up underneath the chin, and then shake out those legs, good. Drop this up, it's getting a bit hot up here. Do a couple of sets. Roll up. Whatever it is you're holding. Legs ready. Check them out. Two more sets.
Now and then I cry every time I see
The more I'm doing, the more confident I'm getting, the deeper I'm going, which is good. That's the important thing here, the depth. When you've got a much heavier weight, you are more cautious when you're going down. When you're doing those squats in the gym, if you're doing what you athletes are doing these days, 140, 150 kg, you are conscious and you don't often go down as deep because you're worried about getting back up again. So these points, when you're using less weight, pay attention to the depth of that movement because you know you can return to standing again. Okay, last set.
And just to myself down, I changed my image, new looks come to town. I blank my face.
Got an extra in there. Feeling good. Okay, so now we're going to look at some impact work. Okay, so I've got a bit of space here on the high part of my room. You're going to stand on one leg, balancing. You're going to jump high as you can. And then you're going to land and balance. Make sure you give yourself at least 3 seconds of balancing. You're just going to do 3 reps each leg. Watch. So jump, land, 3. Okay, rest. Okay, same leg. Jump, land. I'm going to go for that again. Good. These are the movements that when you return to sport will help you counteract that swelling. The impact returns, you've not done anything for months. You start playing, if you go straight back to playing sport full speed, that impact, your knees will start swelling up, you'll get that knee pain, your ankles will be sore. If you do these kind of movements in the time off, when you return to sport, that's not going to happen because your knees will be ready for that impact. This is the secret to longevity, and this is the secret to maintain your athleticism, okay? Let's do the other leg. You don't need to, this is not about fitness and really pushing yourself, doing reps and reps and reps, getting out of breath for that cardiovascular health. This is about conditioning, making sure your body stays ready for returning to sport. Here we go. Doing 2 sets of these. Looks like we're only doing 3 reps each leg. Not too challenging, and that's it for today. We'll return with some more movements in the coming days.
Do you feel how I feel? Does your mind go where mine goes? You're beautiful. You're one on your own. When you looked at me, my world froze. Now I'm ready to go. Can you be that man? I want the feeling of the hunted. Just well.
For a young person, and you're able to do that, I know some of my players were as young as 6-7 years old. If you can do that and land it, then that's great. It shows that you've got good core strength as well, good strength in the legs. It's really promising for you moving forwards as an athlete. Okay, let's do the other leg. Look at myself on camera, it does look a bit strange, this movement, but the principles and the science behind it all stacks up. So keep it simple today, somewhat challenging, but all the stuff we're doing makes sense to us as basketball players or sportsmen in general. Feel those muscles work, feel that balance go through the knee and the ankle having to work there, stabilise that body. Really good, last one.
Her mind seems so clear. She spoke like.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm very pleased with that. Okay, thank you very much for joining me here at TAGRev today. Like I said at the start, these movements are about sports people maintaining the ability to return to sport, because if we don't get ourselves ready, we don't remain flexible, we don't remain ready for impact, and we don't remain strong, then when we return to sport, that's when the injuries happen. So I want to make sure that we all return seamlessly, and our cardiovascular health will come back from playing our sport. But if we're not ready to come back, we're going to end up hurting ourselves, so we need to make sure we come back and we're ready. Alright, thanks so much for joining me today, and I will see you all soon. Bye.